I am gonna get started. I'm gonna start the game, but I'm watching this video, this YouTube video real quick. So just give me a minute. After the prelims, then I'll pause it once it gets to, for me to pick a play, and then we'll go down into it. Oh, and if anybody's wondering about like, never mind, never mind. Yeah, I'm about to, we're about to win this shit. I'm about to come back in though and show you guys. Actually, I'm gonna just talk about it right now. So this is part two. I started pretty early in the season I think this is year two in the franchise, or because I'm pretty sure this is the one I assimilated the first season. But um, so right now I snagged Deshaun Watson. So I got Deshaun Watson. He's number one in passing yards, and then rushing yards, number two right now. It's my running back Jermaine Ford, and then number one receiving yards is my receiver Jacoby Meyers. And I have nobody on defense right now, so I am number one in the defense. I'm pretty sure. Hold up a second, let me go to that. Uh, what? Wait, I gotta figure out how to go to that real quick. Um, yeah, I'll do that in a minute. I'm gonna finish this video and then I'm gonna come back and go through all that. Through through the schedule. I'm gonna go through the schedule and then my, I'm gonna go through my my uh my roster. I'll go through the roster and through the schedule when I get back. So give me a minute. All right, I'm back, y'all. My bag. All right, so now that I'm back, before I start it, we're gonna go to the schedule and team schedule. All right. We won against the Packers, won against the Jaguars, lost against the Giants, won against Commanders, lost against Chargers, Steelers, won against Cowboys, Chargers again, then lost against Jets and Colts. Now we're going against the Broncos this game, but our next up games is Chiefs, Titans, Texans, Broncos, Chiefs again, then ending the season with the Eagles. Now I have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to win these next 7 games. Let's see if I can get it done. So, which I'm pretty sure I can. So let's go. Oh yeah. Oh, and then before I do this, I'm gonna show you all my roster real quick. Who I got. Now I have. Oh, I'm gonna show you the roster, and then I'm gonna show you the XP slider. So that way, if you guys want to know how I be getting the players leveled up, so I don't actually. All I'll do the majority of the time is just give them an X factor, and then turn the XP sliders all the way up so I can have them level up quick throughout the season. All right, let me go to this real quick. The roster though. Oh no! All right, I'm back. My bag. Uh, so Jonathan Allen, I got number one is Crosby, of course, and then Jonathan Allen, Christian Wilkins, y'all, AJ Cole. Then I snagged Deshaun Watson, Jacoby Meyers. He's got X Factor. I gave him X Factor. Him and Crosby. I mean him and Watson. And then the others just got them through me playing with them good. And then Cole and Brock Bowers, of course. Tyree Wilson, he's pretty good actually, but I'm just now getting him in the startup in the lineup because before he was like at linebacker. I think I had him at like a while. I'm talking to the game for a while ago. He was at linebacker. Uh, so yeah, but now he's gotten up there. That I assume after assimilating that first season, so he's up there high as shit. And then here's my running back, my star running back, Jermaine Ford. And yeah, this is everybody. After assimilating the first season, second season, this is who we're left with. So I did all the trades for Watson, and that was it. The second season. So the first season I dissimulated with who we had already, which was the people we lost. With unfortunately was fucking Marigue, Divine, Diablo, and the other cornerback. I forgot his name. But yeah, and then I got this receiver I really like. He's damn good. Fucking Wicks and also Oscar Randolph. He's gas. And then backup running back I got Zamar White and Gibson, Antonio Gibson. And then here's the rookie right or no, actually this is second year now. So, but all right, y'all. So let's dive into it. Let's go. So I got the 83 overall. Y'all know I love the fucking AFL anniversary unis. Those are the sexiest Raiders unis we have, the Oakland Raiders unis.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, it's Deshaun Watson. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing
Yeah, top
yards.
dog.
It's
I
the
gotta
Raiders
give
and
the
the
ball. I want to
Broncos, and
get
it's all up next
Ford
on EA Sports.
up there
EA
with rushing
Sports
yards. I want him
coverage
to
of the
be number
National
one. I don't want
Football League
Derek to
is
have it,
on the
Henry.
air.
So I'm gonna try and snag that from him from the league rushing yards, and then also with sacks, I want to try and get up there or tackles, because we have nobody on match it. As far as the leading players for it, no, nobody's on that. Just offensive players. Okay, Bo Nix.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
We get the ball first.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
All right, it's week 12 now, y'all.
And beyond the 20,
it's cold, it looks like. Then got
just
snow.
A yard pass there to the 21. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
Come on, Watson.
They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Let's
up
go.
To the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
What? I'm out of there.
Now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw
There's
that
no
one
way
to the
that's
side.
intentionally done.
And yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Okay.
We saw nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won.
Oh, the ball is out.
Oh, no, I did lost. That's crazy.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Is that Divine?
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive.
I lost Divine, so I don't know where he's in.
By their second-year quarterback.
He's got
You're talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time
both
of the year
5
for
and
them,
5.
hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Following the fumble recovery, Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Knicks to the air.
Did not have that this time.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be second down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he's taken
Let's
down
go, White. Let's go.
Across the 25-yard line.
I see.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Opting to run again here with White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
I kind of set you up to say
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Touchdown.
This is Ford. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Ford will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown Raiders. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
I need my life.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
Let's go.
At the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
All right.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Keep stepping up. Keep stepping up, everybody. Let's go.
To throw is Nix. This one swung out to Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down.
Nah, you gotta make him fumble that.
Conversion.
You gotta fumble that.
The slot man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Come on.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw, here's Nix.
Wow.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
But there's an
I need them to have a black visor.
Continue because so far their lack of passing production has led
Henley,
to a lack of
I'm gonna get
points.
Henley a black visor. He got a black visor.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Let's go, y'all. Come on. Tighten up.
Short of the first down.
Tighten up. We just got the ball back. Let's go. I almost failed just now, but I got it back.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers.
Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to show y'all. So after this match, after this game, before I get into another one, I'm gonna show y'all the XP level, so where I have them at, so you can level up your players really fast throughout the season, whether you simulate it or not.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He gets that one complete to Wicks.
That's crazy.
And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown.
Wicks, you're my guy. I'll give you the franchise tag. I need you to keep going, though. I'm going to put you on the solo training, extra training, so I can give you. I want you to get a fucking X Factor, dude.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
X Factor.
That's complete to Wicks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They're not a challenge. Fuck the Broncos.
They run with Ford. And they work.
Come on, Ford. We need to get 200 rushing yards this game.
So 3 plays
Now we got to
already
try to
first
run the
and goal,
ball.
and they are wasting
Because I want to be higher than Derrick Henry in the franchise for leading rushing yards. Fuck Derrick Henry. Fuck that. I decided. I'm not going to let him
No
have
gain on the
it.
play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Ford, we're coming back out heavy and
Great
strong.
effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Y'all see that? Now we're going to go. I'm going to go in the middle. Red, white.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is
I
not
didn't
going
get
to
it.
get in there.
Fuck
He
it.
stops short of the goal
Smoke
line.
it.
And the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Almost got 1,000
Partner,
rushing
since this new
yards.
two-point rule came into play, offense has spent a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now it's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second and a couple. Throwing Nix.
Yeah.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I don't know, my guy.
Here's Nix. And this one can
What?
into Mims.
Yeah, I hit him. Fuck it, I hit him. I hate his pitch ends.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, well, and what? Who cares?
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Nix looking to throw again. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, even the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Yo, I got it.
Second down and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
What? You guys, you let him walk in like that. It took me 3 of y'all to tackle him.
As the first half is winding
But it's okay,
down.
we can score again.
The Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Come on, y'all.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's
I
now
gotta make a little bit
13-7.
more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive.
All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I think we'll find out just how much they
So I got my
trust their
coffee and
guys
some
in this
water.
situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first
I
and
did
10.
Jermaine, #1 rushing yards. He's #2, y'all. #1 right now in the league is Derrick Henry.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two.
And I'm going to show y'all, whoever is tuning in, if you play Madden, you want to know how to like get X Factors for all your players and everything pretty fast. Like I simulated the first season this time around. But like you can just put the XP sliders all the way up to the highest, you know, up to 300, I think it is, and then every player, running back, quarterback, receiver, tight end will, you know, progress super fast. Yeah, the season, man, that shit is halftime. Let's go. I'm gonna show you all that after. It's for those who don't know.
And continue this midseason contest.
Got to run inside.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
Ooh.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Nix under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Come on.
Looking to throw. Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Back to throw. Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll go play action with Nix.
Let's go. Perfect user timing. Come on.
And the Raiders are
Jack Jones.
Whoa. As the ball will come out to the 20.
Good job, Jack Jones.
As they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception. And we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now I got this. bull rush to this
From the
every
41,
time.
here's second down and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. They'll keep it on the ground.
What?
It's Ford. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage.
Oh my God, Ford, what are you doing?
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside?
Lord, I kind of feel like you're bullshitting with me, to be honest with you. Are you bullshitting me? You better be fucking bullshitting, because if not, I will have your noggin. You're bullshitting. Oh my God, you're
intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
no, that was definitely the wrong play.
Gets an interception, but their defense
Should have looked like empty tray or something.
Right back up by getting a
I
pick of
gotta,
their own.
or no, I'm gonna come back out. I'm gonna do a bunch, and I'll run
off the
it.
field
That's
after
what I'll
making
do.
that play.
I just got
He saw his
scalped
quarterback seek him out and
here.
offer a personal thank you.
Woo, get the ball.
Get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Come on, y'all.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll get it inside the 20.
What? Oh,
And he gets it
no.
all the way down to the 3. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
They tied it up. I think they tied it up. Fuck it. It is what it is. I shouldn't stop it.
And the Broncos take the first turnover on defense and convert it
This
into
thing's
6
playbook
points.
too. I forgot to put it in multiple
Rudy good with the
defense.
extra point, and that
But I was
puts
doing
it
good there
on
for a
top
minute, so I
here
just
in the
got to find
third.
that rhythm. Yes.
So after the big
14
field goal by
13,
Moody,
I'm down
he's
by
back
1
out
point,
to
y'all.
kick this one away.
I have to win this game in the season. I have to.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raiders heading out.
Hold on a second, y'all.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had.
Okay, I'm back. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
Timeout.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
I had to
even
go
the
into
best in the
gun,
game,
y'all, so I can. Oh,
you're
wait,
gonna
I have to go to
games where
bunch.
it
I gotta
just
go to
doesn't
bunch.
go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Come on, Brock.
And that last
And
throw
no more
not
getting
gonna
hurt,
count
my
for much
guy.
in the
Please
grand
don't get
scheme of
hurt
things,
anymore.
but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing.
Look,
for
y'all,
the
look at
season.
my character. Looks so sexy. Alright, and
Took just
My-
one play
I'm
to
at-
move all the way to the 44.
I'm
as
gonna
they
be going
try
for
again
like
on
40
first
years
down.
straight. I think, with this. Not with the Raiders. I'm only gonna do 2 years with the Raiders, I think. You know,
Now Watson.
this is year 2, so I have to.
He finds his man.
I have to
complete.
get
That's
to the Super Bowl
And
this
he's able
year.
to get this one out
And then once
closer
I'm done doing that
midfield
with them,
across
then
the
I'm gonna go
45.
probably to Tennessee. I'm gonna bring
Result,
Tennessee
only
to the
4
Super Bowl.
yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
And I gotta go to bunch. So I just,
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
I'm going to come out with this real quick, I think. Every second and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's
Oh
a
my
second
God,
down
I
and
got
6.
Bowden in there?
Watson.
Not the Bowden, oh.
Quickly, but it's incomplete.
You guys, I don't know why I have him in there, but he's in there.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against
I think I
the
put him in
third and
here too,
6.
just to block, y'all. Just to block. He's a fullback. Bowden.
To the air yet again, Watson.
There he goes.
Work in the middle of the field.
There he
He's got a
goes.
man complete. And this is going to
That's
be
why he
another
paid you the
first
Bucky
down as
bucks.
they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
And I just got him just to block. Just to block.
Here's Watson. Being chased.
Oh! No!
Anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Let's see, I'm going to try this one last time. Just for shits and giggles, and then I'm going to go back to the series. But I want to just see how good is he. Ooh, actually, he's damn good. I just got to make sure he gets open.
Well, this has certainly been a
I
nice
get him the
drive
ball.
with the way they've spread the football
And then
around.
he'll upgrade
Here,
too.
they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover
And
him
let's
too.
go.
That makes things really difficult.
Come on, fullback.
But he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They've got
Come on, Bowden. You got a good player. You give me another good game too, sir. I'll give you a black visor. You and the linebacker. Y'all gonna get. I forgot his name, but. Ooh.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Let's go.
A third quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
At this point.
They run the counter. 4. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
I picked that so well.
Welcome back now to Denver. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive. 2 for 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's 4. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down
7
just
yards,
outside the
Russ.
10
I need at least
11.
120. I need like 100 more yards. He's got X Factor. Let's go.
Up the middle they go. 4. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Oh, what a heck
Let's
of
go.
an effort there as he'll make the
21-14. Come on.
catch. And this
Come on.
one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a
say
couple
Mayers.
more.
I'm proud of you, boy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession.
It's
the Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
is actually pretty good.
Nix to the air. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And now it's second down.
I like Henry the most, though. But I gotta get him. I need to get Ben most involved with this SP higher so that way I can get them.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I want my linebacker to have the X back.
Looking to throw. Nix.
Let's go.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
And still putting it away for a second time.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Man, Franchise MoDe.
And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory.
Start
for
spinning
the first and 10.
I need to start spinning with you. I got in there with forward. I'm giving Ford the franchise tag, y'all. And if I lose him after this season, I'm going to try and keep him. But if I lose him, then I'm going to definitely franchise tag Mayers, the receiver, Jacoby Mayers. Let's see.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion.
Oh.
That helps you immeasurably.
It's all right. It's all right.
Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I need Mayers. He's got to get at least close to 200 yards.
On first
He's
down.
don't get
It's Ford. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. And quickly they get to the line. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
All right, let me just do this real quick for the passing drill.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
No.
Steps away to his, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a
I can't let them score. Oh my God.
The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail.
I should hit the screens way before that. I gotta start doing them screens and receivers screens too.
He's back to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
You got scared. I was
right
right
there.
there.
A lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Who's that, Junior?
Marvin Mims from
Oh, that's
15
him.
yards out.
Wow.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
I can score, I think.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
Let's go. That's 600 yards.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. They run the counter. It's Ford, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
I'll definitely win this game. I'm going to score, but if I can't score, I'm going to just kick the field goal, of course.
Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw, Watson. They'll roll him out right.
Ford, you couldn't have caught that, my guy.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Watson to throw.
Oh.
And he takes a shot on the release.
Come on.
This will be incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. Now Watson.
Let's
Pass
go.
taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
All right, y'all. We about to win this game. Here we go. Here we go.
You have to be very careful not to get
We're kicking the field goal, bitch.
and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Wait, what you got?
So the field goal unit is on the
this
field.
shit right here.
This is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but
Why
it
is it
did
going
not.
to that
It's
shit?
no
I need to turn that off.
And a
I'm about to
costly
turn
one
that
there as
stupid
this
fucking
game
shit
remains
off.
tied here in the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10
All right.
here.
We're about to go to overtime.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Oh, come on.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. This from Tom Dempsey range here. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
This is 1st and 10. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And we have free football.
I am not seeing him.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or
We won
score
the
a
toss.
touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field
Now we're
goals,
winning.
the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway.
Spin move.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Raiders. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
There's another one.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry.
Going to actually walk down there real quick. This is the formation I need to come out in.
This is White on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Here's Watson, option left. And he is inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That big body. That big body covering for me is number 45. You better fucking hold him there. Don't let him get past.
Forced out to his left.
And
he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's White. So nothing doing there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Back to throw. Watson. And that one drops down.
Sorry, I threw that behind you. My bad.
Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down. Watson going to run it on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson buying time to his left.
Hey, we didn't get open there? Come on.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Is this 4th down? That 4th and goal. Think I can do this.
The field goal in the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Watson.
Let's go.
It's a touchdown.
Let's go.
An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
That's good. You're a damn good receiver. Thank you. You knew to turn around when you turned around. You knew it was time to catch the ball. You knew we were going to
So
win it.
this
Let's
one,
go.
a
27
victory
21.
for the Raiders. So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,
Well,
it's
that's
starting to
Brownlee
look
number
like it
5.
won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
I need to get that higher completion rate. Got to start completing more passes. Oh, new ability unlocked. Let's see. Domain 4. Let's go. Domain 4. Trust. Trust for 1+ yards. All right, y'all. We big balling right now. We're going into week 13. Let's go. It's against the Chiefs. Y'all, they're 7-4. We're 6-5 now. And like I said, we got 7 games now. 6 games we got to win back to back, so we can try and get to the wild cards playoffs. So yeah. All right. I gotta go in here. I gotta fix this real quick. Go all the way to the end. Whoops. I need to switch him out. Because he's no longer the starting linebacker. So let's go to who the starting linebacker is. And there is. Oh, he has X Factor now. What? 48. That's what's up. He's the X Factor now. Alright. I like Henley, though, too. He's fast, yo. Henley's fast. Alright, I'm going to put him right there. Let's see. Oscar's still in there. And I got him getting up there. Okay. Let's see. Let's check on that. Tackle. Yep, it's just that right side, realistically, kind of. Alright. Whoops. And I go back. Alright, we'll defend medium pass. Let's see. Yeah, I'll defend medium. Pads, of course. Let's go. Let's see who's his top there. It's Chris Jones, defensive tackle. Or do I want to throw it? Sure. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do. We're gonna focus on outside runs this game. We're gonna focus on outside runs this game. Yep. And let's see, score 5 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, we're gonna keep that goal. Cause I'm gonna show y'all who's the highest, who's at number 1 for the league rushing. Oh, okay, it's back to Ford. It was Henry. Now it's my running back. That's what's up. And Mayer's still there. Watson's still up there. Now my defense, I just gotta get my defense to step up, y'all, because nobody's on there for tackles or interceptions or sacks or none of that shit. But yeah. Alright, let's go. Figure out what they're talking about. I'm worried about the running game in this week. I'm not worried about it. We'll just stuff that shit up. I gotta run my multiple defense. That's where I fucked up last time. Oh, this is a home game, y'all. We have to win. Let's go. We're winning this shit. Fuck that. We're winning. It's a home game. Multiple defense. There we go. Alright.
It's week 13 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' versatile running back. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And away we go from Oakland. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Come on.
So out head the Raiders for their first
We
possession.
get ball back.
They'll be
We
led
get
out by
ball.
the former first-rounder back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Ford. And he works his way for a gain of 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
I want to try and get him at least, like, I want to try and do at least, like,
2nd and 6 coming up here.
200 rushing yards this game. Let's see if I can do that. I have to run a lot with this, but let's see.
Another one for Ford. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
I got to keep Henry back there in that fucking, on that, stats.
Staying on the ground with Ford. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
On 4th down, here's Watson. Pass complete. Screen
What? How we didn't get fast enough?
For a big loss.
That's Amar White.
And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes starting off with a throw. Kelsey makes the catch.
Fumble
Gets
that
this
ball.
down to the 13-yard
Fumble
line.
that ball.
Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They are now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete.
Pick that shit.
Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. So it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes.
You got
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
35. Edmund, where
The
were you
Chiefs
at?
get a perfect
How
start.
did
They've
you
gone
let
up
him
6-0.
score?
It's a
You just let him-
Marquise Brown touchdown.
That's good.
Extra point by Butker is up and good.
You just did that shit.
And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Alright, Edmonds.
Reed now to
Let's see
kick this
what
one
you're doing
away.
back there. Not really happy with you, but
Returning it from the 4.
I'm gonna just
And in
focus
the
on
end, he's
getting
able to
that
get it to
running
what
back
used to be a
involved, and then
touchback.
that,
It's at the
linebacker
25 after
involved.
the return.
48.
The Raiders and quarterback Deshaun Watson gearing up for their next series. And he's one of the best in the league this season. Still the guy that everybody is chasing in passing yards. Look at that. Of over 3,000 of them to this point. Ford straight ahead. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Running is Ford. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Watson. He
Let's
connects
go.
downfield on
Let's
fourth.
go, Wicks. Come on.
They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick
Thanks
up
for
the
saving.
first. Watson to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, White. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
On the carry, it's Ford. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Watson now off play action. He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To the ground with Ford. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. Here he goes on the bootleg. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Going after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7.
Oh yeah, damn, I'll remind myself. I gotta go back and show you all.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here's the one I gotta get in there. I gotta get in there often.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete.
Yep, I'm gonna get in there often.
And that's good yardage there.
I think I got it.
Set it downs to boot. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Yeah, I think that's it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. On target to Worthy.
Oh,
and he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
He'll get this one to Brown.
Fumble there.
He's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. Called in by Worthy. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Somebody's got to drop the ball. Come on, y'all.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing again, Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the air, Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset even early in the game that field goals
I did have to say, actually, I had to,
make sure they
got too far to the left, actually. I should have had him in the middle. He didn't reposition himself.
Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, it's got to be.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Raiders returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to
Wait, what?
It isn't moving up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now Ford. He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on third down. Putting a receiver in motion. Watson with third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action, it's Watson. We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Oakland. The Raiders in possession. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running left, here's Ford. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's a give to Ford. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Going to the ground again on first. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Man, why can't I swap them to a car, right?
Working inside the red zone. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag.
Potential grounding. Offense.
Come on.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Throwing on 2nd and real long here.
No.
Intercepted in the end zone.
I need the dose of that
Joshua
shit.
Williams has it. And the Chiefs make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
It's about to be halftime.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our first half. So we've arrived at halftime. The Chiefs with a lead so far on the road. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, and it's the Chargers who are out in front. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdowns.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter.
Big dude, you alright? All right, they do a ball back
The
second
Raiders
half.
kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Breaks through, and he might break away.
What?
There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Isaiah
still come back. I just
Pacheco
got stopped
touchdown.
scoring though. Not bad.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
That's it. That just happened,
Reed now
Chat, we're not
going
to talk about that, yo.
Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders and this running back headed back out for a new series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Gibson.
I should have kept
Stop
that.
up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for Raiders first. Running it again with Gibson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson.
Okay, I'm like
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 4th down, here's Watson.
Let's go.
It's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And he gets this forward to the 19. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it at the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's actually pretty good. Good thing I gave him the number 81. He's a rookie, yo.
Sticking to the air with Watson.
He's a rookie.
And it's caught. Touchdown! The Raiders start the second half with some needed points. Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they limit
go.
the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
I'm going all out.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
I'm not happy with this guy at all.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Yep.
That pass is complete to Kelsey.
Someone
He pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Another throw for Mahomes. Connects with Wiley. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
I didn't even.
Reed now to kick this one away.
I just got to score two more times.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
2 more times.
And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. He lays out.
Let's go.
Bring that one in. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing.
Sure. Come on.
They've got first down from the 31. To throw, here's Watson. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. This is Ford. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, no, Mayer's hurt again.
Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 2nd and 10.
We
to get
can
some
rely
positive
on
yardage here.
Briggs and Rudolph. Sure.
From the gun, Watson. Buys time, rolling right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
There we go.
They send a man in motion.
All the way out. And block.
3rd and short, it's Watson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th
No.
down.
Couldn't get it off
And
in time.
incomplete.
Alright, yeah, I probably
So
lost.
the defense rises to the challenge
So I'm
and
about
gives
to
the
be
ball back
one
to their
and
offense.
one. Yeah,
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
I gotta win these games.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelsey's got
It'd
it
be
right
nice if
side.
y'all could fucking
And he's
cover
brought
people.
down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Completes this one to Rice. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Blitz coming, Mahomes.
And then another one, like, what?
And he'll go out of bounds.
I'm getting the
after a
pressure
pickup
there, but
inside
y'all
the
are
opposing
bullshitting
40.
with this stuff, man.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Again, Mahomes to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Off play action, it's Mahomes. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Back to the air, Mahomes. Moore's got it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Okay.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Pacheco gets it from the gun.
Let's go.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. A 2nd down run by Pacheco.
What?
Has some space inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll run, Pacheco. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
331 yards. Wow, total. God damn. And you have a number 1.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Everybody just scoring.
The
Can you
Chiefs
put
make
your
it a
fucking
3-score
hands
game
up?
in the 4th.
Put your
It's a
hands up.
Marquise Brown touchdown.
Jump. Do
His
something.
2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Just running with him. Like you're running the route with him. You're not even covering
Reed
this
now to
guy.
kick this one away.
Fucking Edmonds.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Watson now
come
on
back
play
to them.
action.
Either or,
Goes
I'm
fullback
still gonna
now.
be
And he's got a decent gain before
this
being
two
brought
seasons
down.
with Oakland. I'm not gonna do
Working
the
fast as
typical
the clock ticks
like
towards
on Madden
zero.
24 and 23.
Play
I do
action,
like
it's Watson.
5 or 6 seasons with them.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He's going left on the option. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Desperation time here on fourth. And this one doesn't go far.
That's so
And they drag
wild,
him
man.
down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
I don't know. I might have to stick with them for like another 2 seasons. Like the defense,
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco.
like you.
And he's got a nice run.
There's
That
some
reaches the
things,
26.
some key plays here I fucked up
Second and
just a
3
little
now.
bit, but besides that, I need some fucking help.
It's Pacheco again.
Really get that stuff.
And he's
Just
taken
the
down
ball.
with a short gain to the 25. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to
35-14.
third down and 3. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs.
I gotta get out of this
And they
L.
take the first skirmish with their...
I gotta get the fuck out of this. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see if anybody got hurt. Oh yeah, that's right. Mayer's got hurt. He's out for 4 weeks. Damn. But he'll be okay. Alright, we go against Titans next. Week 13. Now it's week 14. Let's go. Team meeting. Oh, okay. So how should we attack? Yep. We get the ball and let you run wild. Let's go. Alright, thank you. 125 rushing yards, y'all. I should be able to do that. Against Tennessee, I should be able to do that. It's going to be, if anything, it's going to be most likely 85. We're probably going to do outside runs. Maybe. I'm going to start off outside, then go inside. See. Medium pass. Deep pass. Throw it medium. Run up the middle. And that's it. We're 6-6 on the season. They're 5-7. see, my middle linebacker got a new ability. Oh, yeah, he's got X Factor. I forgot. Go to adjust lineup real quick since Mayers is gonna be out. So 4 weeks. So next 4 weeks, I gotta get Rudolph. I'm gonna just bomb him the ball as much as I can, realistically, on those little 5-and-ins he was doing damn good with. I'll throw him those, and then get him some screens since he's physical receiver. Alright, and then I'm gonna show you all my XP sliders. A great way to make sure your players progress fast. So the XP sliders, whether you play or you simulate your season in franchise mode, this is how you make them good. And you just put that shit all the way at 300 for everybody, and everybody progresses. I got some people at lower, just a little bit lower numbers, but yeah. All right. All right, this is Tennessee, y'all. Let's go. Oh yeah, this is it's 648. This is gonna be my last one. Yeah, 219. It's gonna be my last one, and then when I come back, I'll be doing some Oh my God, yeah, some GTA Online. I got to get back to the new updates. I haven't completed yet. I'm gonna go do the Oscar files, or I think I'll do a couple of the FIB files actually first, and then I'll do Oscar files. It's like, or yeah, no, the Oscar Guzman files. Do that. Shoot too.
It's week 14 of the 2025 season.
I'll have to Google
And up
that
next,
shit.
we'll see Dontavian Wicks. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the
Alright, he's
NFL in
got
receiving yards. It's the Raiders and the Titans, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop.
Okay, yeah, that's the trafficking business, the Oscar Guzman files. That's the gun trafficking business that was Trevor's. So I bought that one and the FIB stuff. So I haven't started any one of them. I started the FIB thing. I think I only did like one setup, but I have both of those. I only did one setup out of all of them. So I got to go through and check the storyline, go play it, see if we run into anybody we know, and just enjoy it. So I'll do that later though. And like once I get off after this game, I'll come back in like a couple hours, like 2 or 3 hours, and I'll do that shit.
A bit of an uneventful
That's their
outing
quarterback.
individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings.
Oh, I didn't get my playbook I needed.
So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
I'll probably just, I might just keep this one. We'll see.
Right,
it's just because I have to constantly go into it, y'all, and change it before I go into the match. I don't know why you can't go to formation and change it to multiple defense.
Spears trying this straight ahead. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by Deion Henley. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
They run heavy.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Our first carry here for Tony
Let's
Pollard.
go. Come on, Wilson. I should have tackled there because I almost walked right past him.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. This time it's a passing play. Called in by Tyler Boyd. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Now looking to throw. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Spears running behind center.
I didn't
And they
use
bring him
him.
down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Wherever that was,
That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's 2nd and 11. Into the hands of Okonkwo.
Let's go. 37. Come on, we stop. Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Looking for a throw here.
No.
Lead it over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down. Working inside the red zone. A quick throw is slotted away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Fumble.
And he gets leveled
You
just
don't need
before
that
he
fumble.
reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. From the gun on 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I knew I was going to think, okay, step back to pick it, but I had that feeling like he was going to run the ball. Damn, can I get some help, y'all? What the fuck happened? How are we going to win one just all of a sudden start losing the game? We were doing fine. We were like, what, 5? Yeah, we're 5-3, and then all of a sudden we're doing good.
Stonehouse now to kick this one
Come on,
away.
y'all.
Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with
All right, I'm going to go with 2 in the clock this time.
Touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Ford.
What the fuck?
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Short pass brought in.
There we go.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The drive picks up here.
It's the
1st and
big
10.
body. I'm going to have to get rid of the time reduction, so
Throwing off the play fake here.
yeah, starting to get nitty-gritty.
Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks.
No, for a fact we're going to need
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of
into the
downs.
close, into the end of the games where it's like I need more time to be able to do something or so. Get rid of the time reduction so that way I need
No
more.
gain. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
Pull it off.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Watson. That one's complete over the middle.
Let's go.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first. On the carry, it's Ford. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Staying on the ground with Ford. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Oh, fullback's got him. Look at the power. No. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
We're getting in there.
Watson trying to rush his guys back to the line. Fullback trying to power it across. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive.
I think.
He does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1.
I know, bro. I know. We fucked up. It's okay. We'll come back.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. And so far they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Throwing from the gun here. As his man, it's DeAndre
let's go.
Hopkins.
Let's go.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They motion a receiver left. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
To throw it on first down. That throw finds Okonkwo. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Spears on the carry.
Oh, what?
Rushes him off with ease.
And how does he do all that?
After getting to the 47-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, it's Pollard. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26.
Come on.
Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. It's the Titans looking at 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Looking to the air here. Hits him on the out route. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's go.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go. Shaq.
Another try following the sack. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. Hits his... Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Little knocks it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. That's completed right side. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at a big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
He's back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it up.
This is
inside
the 15.
Yo, I just got the ability. How did he not catch that? Slapper or something.
Joseph now for the extra point. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. It's halftime here in Nashville. The Titans giving the fans something to cheer about. They're in front at the break. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports. And with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3.
Outside. Or defending deep. We're getting ball back first. Let's go.
Kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's kept up the pace all season long, to the point, look, he's in the top 5 across the NFL in passing. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now he'll throw off the play fake.
Oh,
Incomplete.
come on,
Woods. Through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive
my God,
coordinators when
you
they
know
say it's
we
not just
don't
what you
do
see,
that.
it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They're going for it. Here's Watson. Pass complete. Screenplay. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31s. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Play action on first down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled for a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's an option play to the left. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. They get to Pollard from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Greg Joseph on for the field goal. This one from 42 yards out. Little knocks it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Watson to the air. That's caught. Here's Zamir White. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Going to the ground again on first. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Watson now. It is caught left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So now here comes the Titans on offense. The touchdown dropped this back to a one-possession game, so they're hoping to get some breathing room right back here. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
throw on first. That one complete to Hopkins. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Automatic first down.
That was bullshit.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pass play now. Brought in right side.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Running it with Spears. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by Deion Henley. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving them the 18-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action, it's Watson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's a give to Ford. He finds space for a few yards that time. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Another one for Ford. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for Raiders first. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work. Coming into the quarter trailing.
Yards I needed him to get.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running is Ford. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Watson looking to throw. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Watson trying to rush his guys back to the line.
Come on.
To the ground with Ford.
Yo,
and he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Let's go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That pass complete to Boyd. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Got 2 sacks today.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give to Spears, running right. He finds space into the red zone. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Here we go, sack. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears.
Guys, I'm even putting you on that side and you can't even get them.
We'll take
You
it
just
in.
let them
Touchdown,
run it.
Tennessee.
How am I putting you
The
in that side?
Titans go up by 2 scores,
That.
13 points in the fourth. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. Joseph there to tack on the extra point. And the Titans double their lead to 14.
Lost against the Chiefs, and losing against Titans too. That's great.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. Back to the air, Watson. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Throwing is Watson. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
He's going to be out for a minute. That's a serious injury.
From the red zone now. That's caught at the 4. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Have to pick up the pace offensively as they go hurry up. They give up the middle to 4. Runs it in for the touchdown. The Raiders now within 1 score in the fourth.
Get the ball back and score.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He's throwing for it. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
The Titans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up.
Come on, y'all.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They run once more with Spears. And he's brought down after a short gain. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
Hey, roll, check, Panther.
Looking to throw. Cut out left.
Oh, come on. You need to tell me he got.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans leading by 6. New set of downs for him at the 38. They send a tight end in motion. Spears running behind center. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Come on.
Everyone was
Let's
set
go.
and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Offense to the line for second down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Complete over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Why you always kind of be so far as a linebacker? It's like,
This is Spears heading left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
That's crazy.
So this winds up a win for the Titans. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Titans.
All right, y'all. That's it. I'll be back a little bit later. See y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out. Love. Wrestling.